Good morning. The other day, I was having lunch with some friends, and now that the three of us are 76, it does kind of center around our health. I think that's to be expected that maybe we would have some health issues or challenges, as I like to call them. But I have known these two ladies since I was very young. We were neighbors, we were in the same neighborhood, and we grew up together. And here we are at 76, and we're still having lunch and still enjoying each other's company. But the conversation got around to health. And it's interesting because of the three of us, we're at different health situations. And my one friend, she lives on a farm, manages it by herself, but she's having a few challenges medically. And then the other one has a whole host of medical problems that are pretty serious in nature and that she's going to have surgery for, but she's diabetic and just has a lot of stuff going on. And so they were interested in what I was doing to stay so healthy. And so we had a conversation about it. And what I told them was that I was exercising every day and that I was managing my weight the last 6 years. And they just couldn't believe it. And what they actually questioned was the commitment that I have to it. The fact that I can exercise every day and that I can have the discipline I need to eat healthy. And it's really a matter of choice. And when we were having this conversation, what really came to mind to me is the fact that they haven't made it a priority. And I think that's the main difference. I think the fact that I have made it a priority makes all the difference in the world. And how I started, and this is how this really came up, is when I had an examination, they determined that I had osteoarthritis in my right hip. I decided to exercise. And then 6 years ago, I decided to lose weight and maintain the weight. And it takes a lot of discipline. But the big thing is that I think that you have to make it a habit. It just has to come automatically. You do things. And as individuals, we have good habits, we have bad habits. Sometimes we hang on with dear life to our bad habits because we would feel lost if we didn't have those things. And I think that's an important thing. I did watch a video one time that said habits are formed in 2 weeks. So if you can do something every day for 2 weeks, it will slowly become a habit. And I think that's what's happened with me. The more I think about it, I think it's number one, it's a commitment. I don't have a backup plan. I don't have a plan B. This is it. I'm going to exercise every day and I'm going to eat properly every day. And so I think that's it. But it is really hard to do. And I realize that. And it kind of hurts my feelings that my friends are feeling poorly when we're the same age. Our level of activity is much different. Our level of difficulty is much different. And so I'm sad about that. So when we were talking about how I was doing this, it brought up something that I saw recently that I thought I'd share with you. So you and I have a conversation and see where you stand on your health journey. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you can answer honestly and see if this has had an impact on you, okay? So the first one, I would ask you, do you drink enough water? Now, I think minimally they recommend 64 ounces of water a day to stay hydrated. And being hydrated makes a huge difference on your health. The second question, do you get enough sleep? This is an issue that a lot of my older friends have. We have just very erratic sleep patterns, and we wake up and we can't get back to sleep, or we get up too often at the night, or we stay up too late and get up too early, and we just don't get the sleep we need. And as you age, it's really a requirement that you get enough rest. Otherwise, you have mental fatigue and you're tired, and it can affect your mood. You can, be depressed and that type of thing. So, do you get enough sleep? The next question, do you exercise? Now, it is not necessary that you exercise as much as I do, but just chair exercises or just getting up and moving around. My friend the other day said that she takes 10,000 steps a day in her house because the weather in Iowa has just been pretty brutal. It's been very hot, very muggy. And she said she's getting about 10,000 steps in a day just by walking in the house, and it has helped her breathing. So think about just doing a little bit of exercise and then maybe increasing it day by day by just taking walks or using an exercise bike or sitting in your chair and doing chair aerobics. I think it'll really help you. The next question, do you get outside? I know myself that sometimes I just get too content sitting in the house and watching my favorite programs or looking at Facebook or going into YouTube or distracting myself. I do hobbies. In fact, I made this necklace this morning, which I think is kind of cute, little hearts with little stones in them. So you can have, hobbies too. But you do need to get out. You do need to see your family, see your friends, see your neighbors, walk around the block maybe, tend to some flowers, or maybe you're growing tomatoes. So it is really important to get outside in the sunshine if you're lucky and get that vitamin C. Part of that is, do you make it a point to contact people every day? Do you call them or stop by or make some kind of contact, a phone call? It's really important as you age to talk to people and not get so comfortable in your situation that you isolate yourself. We've already talked about eating well with my journey, but it could be part of your journey as well. Eating well just means that you can get to a healthy weight and maintain it. That's what I do. But it doesn't mean I don't have my favorite foods. I will either make foods that are similar to the high calorie, high carb meals, but that still satisfy that craving that I get for certain foods. Also, I will pick 1 or 2 days during the week when I eat my favorite things. Last Friday night we had pizza and it tasted so good. Really, if you're really craving something, that moment when you're having it is wonderful. And when I do that, I don't feel guilty. I enjoy it, and then I wait for the next opportunity to eat that particular food. The other thing is you do want to limit your screen time. So whether it's watching TV or being on your phone, on YouTube or Facebook or any of those programs, you do probably want to limit it somewhat. I know sometimes I'm guilty of being on my phone too much, and I should be doing other things that are more productive. So just ask yourself if you are having too much screen time during a day. The other thing is, I think that we need to really make plans, whether it's just to meet with friends or to have friends over. It's important that we get outside, go to the library, go to the grocery store, go see something maybe in your city that you haven't seen before. It's just really important for our mental health to get outside and make plans to do things that we enjoy. So the things that I've mentioned to you are to help yourself drink enough water, get enough sleep, get a little bit of exercise, go outside, talk to your friends and neighbors and family, eat well, limit your scrolling time, and make plans to get outside and to be with people so that you don't feel isolated. And there's many organizations that you can join where you can go and meet new people and have something exciting going on in your life, enjoyable. So for today, I hope this is helpful. It's been helpful to me. I know that this video is a little bit long. I don't usually do long videos, but this just came up in conversation, and I thought it was a good conversation to have with you. So for today, I hope you're healthy, happy, and have a great day. Take care.